So when do I think we'll see the Fed pivot? Now, as traders, it's not our job to predict, but our job to react. So obviously, we have to look at why the Fed would want to cut rates. Now, they're not just going to cut it for no reason, just because Trump says, cut the rates. No, they need an actual reason to cut the rates. And they look at two things. One, the labor market. So do people have jobs? Are people getting paid? And two, they look at inflation. Inflation has made massive progress since COVID. Like once they printed all that money and we were seeing inflation at 9%, that was insanity. So what did they start doing? They started raising the rates to bring down inflation. And inflation has made massive progress. But another reason which will make them cut them or not cut them is the labor market. And the labor market was very strong. And recently the labor market has just started to crack. So if the labor market cracks, which the job revisions recently, it's showing weakness. So now that the labor market's starting to crack, the Fed, we know they have to cut the rates to stop this recession. However, again, as a trader, it's not your job to predict, it's to look at the data and create if-then scenarios. And if they do what you said, then you can act accordingly. In our case, labor market's weakening, inflation's low. Yes, rate cuts are going to come. And we've already had rate cuts. Last year we had a rate cut and the labor market was way stronger than what it is now. So rate cuts are going to come. That's why we are seeing risk on and we're seeing indices, US 30, NASDAQ, S&P. We're seeing cryptos rally and we're seeing the dollar crash for the last 2.5 years because of what's been happening with the massive progress of inflation. So rate cuts are coming. For the next at least 4 months, we should remain on this risk on narrative. And then I think what's going to happen coming into next year, the labor market's going to really crack. The Fed are going to drop rates so much to stop it cracking even more. And then that's going to start leading to higher inflation because the rates are so low. And then we get the massive crash in 2026 with cryptos, indices, and a massive rise in the dollar.